जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
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 गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजना।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजना।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजना।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजना।
यमुना तीरा वनचारी।
यमुना तीरा वनचारी।
यमुना तीरा वनचारी।
यमुना तीरा वनचारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी।
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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
जय राधा रस बिहारी, राधा रस बिहारी श्री राधे।
जय राधा रस बिहारी, राधा रस बिहारी श्री राधे।
प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद।
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद।
गीताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल।
निताय गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल। निताय गौर हरि बोल,
निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।
हरि हरि बोल।
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तरशत शिशुमति डिवाइन ग्रेस ऐसे भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद की
जय।
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की
जय।
रामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की
जय।
प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की
जय।
श्री श्री राधा रस बिहारी भगवान की
जय।
श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जी की
जय।
श्री श्री गौरनिताय भगवान की
जय।
दाय गौर प्रेमानंदे।
हरि हरि बोल।
All glories to assembled
Hare
devotees.
Krishna.
All glories to assembled
Hare
devotees.
Krishna.
All glories to assembled
Hare
devotees.
Krishna.
All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate वासुदेवाय
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिके कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. Hare Krishna, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, canto number 1, chapter number 2, and the text number 20, entitled as Divinity and Divine Service, and the text number 22. अतो वै कवयो नित्यम्
अतो वै कवयो नित्यम्
भक्तिं परमया मुदा
भक्तिं परमया मुदा
वासुदेवे भगवती कुर्यात्यात्मप्रसादनीम्
कुर्वन्ति आत्मप्रसादनीम्
अतो वै कवयो नित्यम् भक्तिं परमया मुदा वासुदेवे भगवती कुर्वत्यात्मप्रसादनीम् अतो वै कवयो नित्यम् भक्तिं परमया मुदा वासुदेवे भगवती कुर्यन्त्यात्मप्रसादनीम्
अतो वै कवयो नित्यम् भक्तिं परमया मुदा वासुदेवे भगवती कुर्वन्ति आत्मप्रसादनीम्
अतो वै कवयो नित्यम् भक्तिं परमया मुदा वासुदेवे भगवती कुर्वन्ति आत्मप्रसादनीम्
अतो वै कवयो नित्यम् भक्तिं परमया मुदा
वासुदेवे भगवती
कुर्वन्ति आत्मप्रसादनीम्
अतो वै कवयो नित्यम् परमया मुदा वासुदेवे भगवती कुर्वन्ति आत्मप्रसादनीम्
अतो वै कवयो नित्यम्
भक्तिं परमया मुदा
वासुदेवे भगवती
कुर्वन्ति आत्मप्रसादनीम्.
Word to word translation. Atah therefore Vai certainly Kavayah all transcendentalists Nityam from time immemorial Bhaktim service unto the Lord Paramaya supreme Muda with great delight Vasudeve Shri Krishna Bhagavati the personality of Godhead Kurvanti do render Atma self Prasadanim that which enlivens. I think generally whenever this word to word translation all of us speaks, most of the time I observe that it mismatches whenever you repeat. Some people are little late, some people are little early. So just like whenever we sing this shloka, there is a particular meter and there is a particular speed. So similarly, whenever word to word translation goes, there has to be a little bit particular speed, and there is also lay when we say ataha. So everybody will say ataha, therefore. then there. So Ata means whenever we sing Sanskrit, there is a lay, and whenever we sing, say this English words, they're like a, it's like in a plain text. So otherwise, I also become confused when I should start and when I should pause myself. Okay, sorry, it's not instruction; it's just what I observing. So translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
translation. Certainly, therefore, since time immemorial, all transcendentalists have been rendering devotional service to Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead, with great delight, because such devotional service is enlivening to the self. Purport. The speciality of devotional service unto the personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, is specially mentioned here. Lord Sri Krishna is Swayama Rupa, personality of Godhead, and all other forms of Godhead beginning from Sri Baladeva Shankarshan, Vasudeva Niruddha Pradyumna and Narayana, and extending to Purusha Avataras, Guna Avataras, Leela Avataras, Yuga Avataras, Purusha Avatars, Guna Avatars, Leela Avatars, Yuga Avatars. It's not Avataras, it's Avatars. And many other thousands of manifestations of personality of Godhead are Lord Sri Krishna's plenary portions and integrated parts. The living entities are separated part and parcels of personality of Godhead. Therefore, Lord Sri Krishna is the original form of Godhead, and He is the last word in the transcendence. Thus, He is the more attractive to the higher transcendentalists who participate in the eternal pastimes of the Lord. In form of personality of Godhead, other than Sri Krishna and Baladev, there is no facility for intimate personal contact as in the transcendental pastimes of Lord in Brajabhumi. The transcendental pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna are not newly accepted as argued by some less intelligent person. His pastimes are eternal and are manifested in due course once in a day of Brahmaji, as the sun rises on the eastern horizon at the end of every 24 hours. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरो वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं त्वं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु
दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश्वर
गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देव्यै गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class here at ISKCON Goregaon West. And today's verse is again giving us the importance of devotional service unto the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna. So in Brahma Samhita there is a very wonderful shloka which says, रामादिमूर्ति शुक्लानि यमेन तिष्ठन् नानावतारमकरोद भुवनेषु किन्तु कृष्ण स्वयं समुभवत् परमः पुमानि गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं नयामि. Most of the important verses in Brahma Samhita ends with the line as Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Now everybody will say, if we observe, it's very particularly said Govindam Adipurusham. Now Govinda is whose name? It's not Lord Narayana's name, it's not Narasimha's name, it's not Varahadeva's name, it's not Ramachandra's name. It is exclusively Lord Krishna's name. So some of the people, they will argue that Lord Brahmaji has spoken these prayers after the Brahma Vimohan Leela, that pastime, when he kidnapped all the cowherd boys and cowherd girls, and after that he has spoken this Leela, or he has chanted this mantra. That's why he is saying Govindam Adipurusham. See, most of the time Adhyatmik Jagata or this kind of a prayers are not for the appeasement of a person. They most of the time says reality. In Srimad Bhagavatam only Brahmaji is speaking न भारती मंगमृषोपलक्ष्यते न वे क्वचिन्मे मनसो मृषागति न मे ऋषिकानि पतन्ति सत्पते यन्मे रुदोत्कण्ठवृता धृतो हरिः. So my gatras, they are never fallen. My vacha never speaks false words, and my mind never succumbed to some kind of a nasty thoughts, because in my heart I have always taken the shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, so if Lord is saying, Brahmaji is saying that I will never speak any kind of a untruthful word, that means he is a truthful person. So if he is speaking Govindam Adipurusham Tamam Bhajami, that means that has to be truth. And Brahma Samhita starts with Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha. Exclusively Krishna is mentioned. Okay, so that shows Krishna is not an avatar. He is not a part and parcel, or he is not like a portion of a portion of a portion, something like that. He is actually the personality of Godhead. Now here itself in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the 3rd chapter, there is a description of 22 incarnations of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, in that even Narada Muni is included, Vyasadevi included, there is a Prithu Maharaj and all other kind of avatars. Even some of the people, they have not even heard of those incarnations. We only know the Dashavatars. But there are innumerable incarnations of Supreme Personality of Godhead, and few of them, mostly like 22 incarnations, has been mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. In brief, like in 3rd chapter, and then some are elaborated. After mentioning all these 22 avatars, there is a very wonderful verse which speaks Ete cham sakala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mridayanti Yuge Yuge. Now, if somebody says Brahma Samhita is for the appeasement and pleasure of Lord Krishna, because Brahmaji has offended Lord Krishna, that's why now he is glorifying Lord Krishna. And because of that purpose, he is saying Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. By the way, now here Vyasadeva is not doing appeasement. Shukadeva Goswami is not doing appeasement of Lord Krishna. They are not willing to have glorification of Krishna, so Krishna will be happy. If Krishna is not Supreme Personality of Godhead, if Narayana or Lord Vishnu is there, then Vyasadeva has glorified Narayan and Vishnu in the scriptures. But exclusively it is said Ete cha kala amsa and pumsaha. Whatever is given above are all either they are the plenary portions of the Lord, or the portions of the plenary portions of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Either they are the Amsha Avataras, or they are the Kala Avataras of Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is Krishna. Krishna Astu Bhagavana Swayam. So most of the time whenever people they meet ISKCON devotees, they say, hey, ISKCON people, you love Krishna, na? That's why you are saying that Krishna is Supreme Personality. Just you like, that's why Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. No, change your thought process. Mentos goli khao, dimag ki batti jalao. So, it's not like that. ISKCON people love Krishna, they like Krishna, and that's why Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and that because we worship Krishna, that's why we consider Krishna to be Supreme Personality of Godhead. No, it's vice versa. Actually, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he is worshipable by all the gods and demigods in this material world, and it is given in the Shastra. That's why ISKCON people are considering Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. If Shastras would have said, no, Krishna is not Supreme Personality of Godhead, not Narayana, Varaha, Narasimha, or other kind of incarnation is Supreme Personality of Godhead, we would have worshipped them. For us, Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. These are the Trikuta. If they are in one line, we consider it to be the absolute truth. If Shastras say something, we go to our Guru, we find out the authenticity of that Shastra, and we see the sadhus whether they follow this particular scripture very nicely or not. And then after seeing the authenticity of that scripture, we accept that scripture. If Guru is there, but Guru follows the instructions of Shastra, and whatever other sadhus are there, whatever inline of the sadhus has been spoken, if that particular Guru is following those instructions, then we consider that to be the authentic Guru. And if somebody poses himself to be the sadhu, but we see whether he follows the instructions of Shastras or not, and whether my Guru, whom I am considering like authenticate Guru, if he gives his authenticityness, he is the sadhu actually, then we consider that person as a sadhu. So whatever the principles or the devotional process are there, we go through this Trikuta, Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. And if they are in line with that particular process, then that process to be considered as a authenticate. Somebody comes and says, oh, I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead, मैं ही राधा, मैं ही कृष्ण, मैं ही सीता, मैं ही राम हूँ करके, ठीक है, भले उसकी पेट से चर्बी बाहर निकल रही है, भले उसके मुंह से चर्बी बाहर निकल रही है करके, ठीक है, बोलते वक्त गुटके का स्मेल आ रहा है, ठीक है, and he says कि okay, I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we go to Guru, Sadhu and Shastra, देखो स्मेल आ रहा है प्रभु, अभी अभी प्रभु कुछ चटपटा खा के आए हैं चौपाटी से, तो दैट्स नॉट द वे. We consider whatever given in the Shastra. यह शास्त्र विधि मुत्सृज्य वर्धते काम कारण न सिद्धिं न वाप्नोति न सुखं न परामगति. Any process, any ritual, any thought process, any philosophy, it is not according to the Shastra. Even we try to follow it 100% with our heart, there is no sukha, there is no shanti, there is no samadhan, and there will be no param gati after following that ritual, because it is not according to Shastra. Okay, so that much most importance is given to Shastra. Whenever new person comes, we give a very wonderful analogy to that. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the Father. Now, a person, he doesn't have faith, who is my father, he wants to know who is my father. Then what is the best to know who is my father? To ask your mother, right? Who is your father, right? So similarly, Shastras, they act like a mother. And these Shastras, they tells us, okay, this is what actually your father. Aham bija pradapitaha. I am the seed-giving father for the entire material and spiritual universe. And when Shastra says like that, okay, my mother is saying that means he is my father. We don't go for the DNA test and bone marrow test. Okay, so it's a very simple go to mother and ask similarly whatever is thing, whatever person, whatever process, if it is authorized or not, we go to our mother, Shastras, and we find out the authenticity with it. And then only we try to follow it in our life. So here it is, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning Krishna is a Swayam Rupa. He is the original person, original personality, original form of the Lord. Okay, in Srimad Bhagavatam itself it is mentioned that some of the philosophies they consider Krishna to be the impersonal Brahmavadi people. Some of are like a Paramatmavadi. They consider or they believe in the localized aspect of the Supreme Personality of Godhead called as Paramatma. And the third one, they consider Krishna to be the Bhagavan ultimately sitting in the Vaikuntha. So Srimad Bhagavatam gives us the understanding, yes, all the three, everybody, if somebody doesn't have a particular knowledge, he will become so bewildered, your scriptures, they gives lot of things, ye bhi hai, wo bhi hai, aisa bhi hai. It's so confusing. See our thing, it's so absolute. There is only one, there, upstairs. Okay, and what he does, he just dictates. And if you follow his dictation, you will go to heavenly planets or go to hellish planets. That's so simple. But Vedic scriptures, they are not like in a dictatorship. Either follow it and go up, otherwise go down. No, they gives us a lot of chances. And Vedic scriptures, they deals according to the status or a patrata or a level of a person. Somebody is in the first standard, they give you knowledge according to first standard. If somebody is in the 10th standard, they will give you knowledge according to 10th standard. Somebody is doing a PhD, they will give you knowledge according to PhD. So that is what a compassion of Vedic scriptures. Whoever you may be, and whatever may be your level and the status, Vedic scriptures and Vedic religion or Vedic Sanskriti will never what we say, deny you. They will not throw you out. They will accommodate you. So Vedic religion is the most accommodative religion in this world. Okay, whether it's called Sanatana. Why? Because from Anantakal it is going on, and for Anantakal it will go on. So that's why it is called as a Sanatana Sanskriti. It's from time immemorial. Okay, so let's started from Krishna definitely. So Krishna is Ananta. So that has to be the Ananta. So here in Purport Srila Prabhupada is saying that Krishna is Swayam Rupa and all other forms, including Baladev. Baladev, just like on Balram Purnima in the class I told that what is the difference between Krishna and Balram? Actually there is no difference in Krishna and Balram. Only difference is of difference of color and difference of rasa. Krishna, he acts like Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, and he takes services as he is a Supreme Personality of Godhead. Of course, he is, but in that mood. And Balaramji is always in the mood of service. And the second difference, Krishna is a Ghanaksham or Meghasham, and Balaramji is a whitish cloud completely. A Shweta something word is used, Shweta Megha or something, that kind of a word is used. That is the only difference. So Krishna expand himself first into Balramji. Of course, Srimati Radharani is also there in the feminine form, but Balramji and Srimati Radharani. And according to that, then the next generation starts. Pradyumna, Niruddha, Shankarshan, Vasudeva. This is the first quadruple expansion. Then there is a second quadruple expansion of Vasudeva, Sankarsana, and Niruddha, Pradyumna. And from that comes the first Narayana called as Karunadakshaya Vishnu. Then second Narayana called as Grabhodakshaya Vishnu. And then the third Narayana called as Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. There are three forms of Narayana, not one form of Narayana. Srimad Bhagavatam in the 5th canto and 2nd canto, it explains elaborately all those things. So all these are the expansions. There is also shloka, Vishnu Samahani Sakala Visheshu. What is that shloka? Can somebody remember? Yasseka Nivasati. Can somebody Google it? Vishnur Samahaniha Yasya Kala Visheshu Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhayami. That is the last two lines of that shloka from Brahma Samhita. Vishnur Samahan Iha Yasya Kala Visheshu. Do somebody got it? No? हाँ. यस्यैकनिवसति कलामथावलम्ब्य जीवन्ति लोमविलजा स जगदण्डनाथ विष्णुर्महान् सय्य यस्य कला विशेषो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. So the translation goes like, Brahma and other lords of the mundane worlds appearing from the pores of hair of Mahavishnu remain alive as long as the duration of one exhalation of the latter Mahavishnu. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, of whose subjective personality Mahavishnu is the portion of portion. Who is saying this? If Narayana would have been the avatari Purusha, okay, Brahmaji would have not spoken this. Otherwise ऊपर जाके फिर से आंसर देना पड़ता है ना नारायण को, ये बोला कैसे तूने ये कृष्ण के सामने, that I am his part and portion of portion करके, right? So if Brahmaji so confidently is saying that Vishnu, that is also Karanodakshay Vishnu, from whom the entire material universe is coming out, he is the portion of portion, or the plenary portion of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. That means it has to be a tathya, right? Whatever we are speaking right now or saying this Brahma Samhita, that's just a 5th chapter. Other chapters are not there, they are missing. Only Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to South India Yatra in Adikeshava temple in near where this Adikeshava temple, Koštiyur or something nearby. There is a temple called Adikeshava temple. In that Adikeshava temple, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got this Brahma Samhita's 5th chapter, and then he brought it to, for other devotees that see this is such authenticated scriptures. And then His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada, he gave the commentary, very wonderful commentary. After reading it, we will not understand it so nicely because his English so strong and so. It is said that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was having more vocabulary than the Shakespeare himself. Shakespeare was having for something 64,000 of words in his dictionary. If you read the Brahma Samhita commentaries, which is written by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, if you read Upadhyane Upadesha, that one book, my God, it's horrible. Yeah, it's really bouncer because the words and the way he composes his lines, it's amazing. It's amazing actually. So here it is also said that Narayana and all other Purusha avatars, Guna avatar, Leela avatar, Yuga avatar, they are the part and parcel. Actually, whatever Lord takes the incarnations, they are categorized into 6 avatars. There is a Amsha avatar, there is a Kala avatar, there is a Purusha avatar, there is a Guna avatar, there is a Leela avatar, and there is a Yuga avatar. And each and every one of them has their own significance. Amsha avatar means what? There is a particular Amsha of the Lord, or consider as Shaktavesha avatar, that one living entity or special person is given a special Shakti, power by the Lord, and because of that, that person can do tremendous, amazing activity. Just like Parshuram is one of the Amsha avatar or Shaktavesha avatar. Then there is a Kala avatar. There is a one particular quality of the Lord which is given or which is emphasized by one particular avatar, like a Prithu Maharaj. He exhibited the opulence of the Lord. So that is like a Kala avatar. Then there is a Purusha avatar. These 3 Purushas means what? 3 Narayanas. They are the incarnations considered as Purusha avatars. There is a Guna avatar. One particular Guna. Kala and Guna are quite the same. But Guna avatar, one particular Guna has been incarnated. Then Leela avatar, just like Lord Ramachandra, Balaramji, they are like a Guna avatar, and then there is a Yuga avatar. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is like a Yuga avatar of the Lord. Even Krishna was Leela avatar also, and Krishna was Guna avatar also. So like that, these are the 6 types of avatars of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But they are all plenary portions, or portions of the plenary portions of Supreme Personality of Godhead. And even if somebody is impersonalist, somebody is Mayavadi, you will see all of them actually loves the pastimes of Krishna. Whenever there is wonderful discussions, especially the Brajabhumi pastimes of Supreme Personality of Godhead, each and every day of them are like loves. In one of the purports, Srila Prabhupada says this, that these Mayavadis and especially these Brahmavadis, they are a lot of into, controlling their senses and, doing dhyana on something. They do on dhyana on something. Like impersonally, they perform dhyana on the impersonal aspect or jyoti of the Lord. So many of them are like ऐसा लाइट जलाते हैं और उसके ऊपर ध्यान करते, some of them बल्ब के ऊपर ध्यान करते, they are all impersonalist, okay. But doing these austerities and controlling their senses and having meditation on this impersonal aspect of the Supreme Lord, what happens? It becomes so dry after some time that Srila Prabhupada writes in one of the purport that they have to come to the Srimad Bhagavatam to relish and to actually have some kind of rasa into their life. So they naturally comes here to Srimad Bhagavatam. Even Mayavadis, they are so much into neti, ye nahi karne ka, wo nahi karne ka, ye nahi karne ka, wo nahi karne ka. In our life, if our small child and if we try to tell this, that okay, don't do this, इधर मत जा, ये मत कर, वो मत कर, इधर मत खा, ये मत खा, वैसा मत कर, वो बच्चा फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाता है. If somebody tells this to us कि मत करो करके, we will also become so frustrated with यार जीव के नहीं, जीव हवा खा के जीव, ठीक है, like that we will say. So similarly the Mayavadi's life are like so much neti, ये नहीं करते, they become so dry in their heart that they have to come to Srimad Bhagavatam to relish certain kind of a rasa, certain kind of a reciprocation. So Srimad Bhagavatam is ultimately shelter for entire living entities. And until and unless somebody doesn't take shelter of this Srimad Bhagavatam, he or she cannot relish much important rasa or that flavors in his or her life. Otherwise their life will be so dry. Especially the Brajabhumi pastimes of Supreme Personality of Godhead are the most transcendental. Most of the pastime that happens in the material world only. They are not there in the spiritual world. Because in spiritual world, Krishna is a 16 years of person. Okay, his age is 16 years. So, this, I don't know whether he steals the makhan at 16 age or not. I don't know. Mostly it's a mature person, right? 16 year, iska bachcha bole to, it's a mature child. But mostly, those broken words of a child, or Krishna is trying to walk on his own legs and sometimes chalte chalte chum karke gir jana, and for Makhan he is crying, Yashoda Mai ke lap mein jaake baithna, all these kind of a sweet pastimes, they are not there in the spiritual world because he's 16 years person. And there is some kind of a maturity. So to relish this Bala Leela of Supreme Personality of God, there is only Yavana Leela mostly, Kumara and Yavana Leela in spiritual world. But in order to have this Pauganda Leela and the Bala Leela, everybody has to come to material world where Krishna is performing those pastimes. So we are so fortunate that Krishna, he comes and he performs these pastimes in this material world. Just like Narsimha Dev doesn't have that. Ki chalo लैब में बैठ गए और फिर दूध पी रहे नरसिम्हदेव वगैरह, ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ। वो अचानक से बड़े ही होके आए, वराहदेव बड़े ही होके आए करके। वामदेव ऑल्सो व्हेन ही केम ही डिडंट डू मच ऑफ दिस पास टाइम्स करके। इवन लॉर्ड रामचंद्र वाज आल्सो नॉट हैविंग some few pastimes are there here and there, but not much Bala Leela of Lord Ramachandra, because the rasa was different for Ramachandra. But Krishna's innumerable pastimes like this, every day was like Sankirtan kind of a pastime was there. And Srimad Bhagavatam, entire one canto is filled with the pastimes of Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. So that we can understand. So, and the next point which Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here, that Krishna comes in once in a day of Brahmaji. Especially every day of Brahmaji, one time Krishna comes in Dwapar Yuga, but once in a lifetime of Brahmaji, once in a lifetime or once in a year of Brahmaji, Lord Krishna, he personally comes from the spiritual world. Okay. Other days, what Lord does, Lord Narayana incarnates as Krishna, and then he comes into this material world. But once in a lifetime of Brahma or once in a year of Brahma, I have to make sure this. Krishna himself from the spiritual world comes to this material world, and that happens in the 28 yuga cycle. There are like thousands of yuga cycles. Within that, there is a 28th yuga cycle in which Krishna personally comes to this material world, and this is what that original 28th yuga cycle which we are there right now. So, seventh Manvanta, 28th yuga cycle, like that. And that's why if you go to Pandharpur, how many of you are coming to Pandharpur? 1, 2. Others, they are fasting from Pandharpur. They are fasting. So, in Pandharpur, if we sing the Marathi Aarti of Lord Panduranga, there is first line, Yuge 28 Vitivari. Why Yuge 28? Because last Yuga cycle, when Lord came, he came personally, and now from that till the 28th Yuga cycle, this is the 28th Yuga cycle, Lord Panduranga himself, who is a Krishna, he is standing on that brick, right? So that's why it is Yuge 28 Vitivari Uga. So we are very fortunate. This 28th Yuga cycle, Lord Krishna also personally comes, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from original spiritual world also comes. So that's why this particular Kali Yuga is also very special. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this Hare Krishna to Mahamantras. Not every person from Kali Yuga in every cycle they got the concept of Goloka Vrindavan. They know only about Vaikuntha. Only this special Kali Yuga is there, where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he personally comes, he tells the devotees about the Goloka Vrindavan. So we are very fortunate. So that's why we have to chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra very, very fast. Fast means Hare Krishna, not like that. Fast in the sense, we have to make our progress very sincerely, steadily, and we have to surrender ourselves as soon as possible, so that in this lifetime only we will go back home, back to God. अरे नेक्स्ट लाइफ में आने के बाद हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र मिलेगा कि नहीं पता नहीं, मिलेगा तो हम उसको जप करेंगे कि नहीं पता नहीं, करेंगे जब तो भी कंटिन्यू करेंगे कि पता नहीं, डिवोशनल सर्विस को सीरियसली लेंगे कि पता नहीं. दैट्स व्हाई go in this lifetime only. So that, and for that purpose we will require sincerity and steadiness in our devotional service. Okay. So here we will take a pause and we will continue tomorrow. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Gaura Premanande, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.